Wow, I got super lucky. Holy shit. Be gone from me, peasant! Dirty ass Russians. No orcs allowed. Only the ones in the video game. Welcome back. Lian. Oturmuyor işte. Play nice. Okay. I don't think he's here right now. Fine. You back? Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah, I'm... At that point, I'm almost at school already, so... I got like 4 hours from right now. What's up? Dodo wants to know what your highest character is. Oh my god. Log on? At 3 in the morning when I'm fully asleep? No, bro. It's not gonna happen, dude. Not gonna happen. I'm just saying, like, I do need to, like... Tomorrow's a big day, you know? Big day tomorrow. Let me pause that real quick. I'm gonna put some drama in the background, guys. I'm sorry.
The world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita.
Link it. Link it.
Vishnu.
I see the raid. I saw the raids. Right, it didn't go so well. Well, I mean, it went. Onyxia did some weird shit, and then they lost 2 of their main healers. So, rip. Right. That's not so good, obviously. Especially for their molten core aspirations. I like how pretty much everyone's an officer. Pretty much.
Fucking bloodthirsty, violent pig dogs. Why am I held accountable? God forbid you throw up the fucking green Hamas banner.
Happy birthday to
Happy birthday from Twitch, Hassan.
So cringe, bro. How is that fucking retard not fired yet, dude? Unbelievable.
Oh, hi there.
Uh,
It's me, your old friend, Ethan Klein. It's been a while since we've last spoken. In that time, I've had 3 kids, all boys. I've lost 100 pounds, and I've pissed off 75% of the internet. Probably a lot of you guys too.
True.
Talking about there at the NRA meeting that's today in Texas. Someone should bomb.
Oh yeah, and I got a tattoo also, so I'm cool like that now. Left or right, I always thought that despite our differences, there was one thing we could all agree on. And what was that? That we love America.
War and bad.
Everything she stands for.
Mom and Dad and apple pie.
Sure, there's plenty to criticize and endless things to
I should-
improve,
hang
but
on.
I thought it was about making a more perfect union, not tearing it down.
And marching bands, a pride that only
The
three
thing is,
of my
there's something kind of scary brewing in America. Communism.
That's the man
Like, Druid's the only class I don't have yet, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I started the show a couple of years ago with my acquaintance,
8.
Hassan Piker. You might remember him from such classics as
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it, I'm saying it. Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers in a video game. Sorry. Holy shit. That's not what I said. You dumb cracker bitch.
and of course, the Leftovers podcast, which was our show, which we made broadly to goof on the antics of the right. Now, to be clear, I knew about all these edgy,
Is this blackface?
controversial jokes at the time we made the show together, because who am I to judge?
Here is Ethan Klein being a delightful human being.
I was just gonna say, if there's another Holocaust, if they start rounding up the Jews again, I hope Ben gets.
Whoa. Jesus. What the fuck? Time out. What
He
the fuck
presents
was that?
himself as someone like me, a left-leaning Democrat who supports basic things. And we went on making the show for about 2 years, and everything was good. Everyone was having fun. The audience was having fun. No problem. That was until this happened.
Fuck it.
We were doing our regular show, and for the first time, I noticed an inordinate amount of radical, hardcore leftists. I mean, I thought we were social democrats, not whatever this was. I don't hate the idea of like people who can be successful. I think it's good that people can achieve
Once a
success
nomadic
in the
people,
term monetary
the Torah
success. I mean, that's what that
roamed
means, right?
endless-
I do. You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Because I see so many people in the chat saying, no,
I don't know what y'all are tripping about. Like, what the fuck do you
what
want?
is the
I'll
idea
take-
that
are you
people
guys like
are
just-
looking for?
You guys are all like radical communists? There's that many radical communists? Suck it, chat. You're watching a capitalist pig. Deal with it.
And then this happened.
This comment from Hassan really
Invite
started
me,
to sound
Dodo.
some alarms in my head.
Brosh
If you're in a
TV
socialist
cat.
country
Well, anyone
with
actually.
multiple
Y'all can
parties,
all. Everyone can
and one
invite.
of the parties is a capitalist party,
Mhm.
which would surely exist.
Yeah.
What would you do if that party started
Well-met
gaining
greetings,
momentum?
adventurers,
The
and welcome
solution to that would
Candlelight
always be
news of your
education
arrival spread
and
quickly
offering
among the
more
tribe.
Let
Re-education?
me turn that off on this guy. real quick.
re-education, certainly. Yeah, there should be an enforcement mechanism, and in that enforcement mechanism, I think like rehabilitation, which would include re-education as well.
If putting capitalists in re-education camps isn't disturbing enough, I started to notice that Hassan was carrying a lot of water for communist states' war crimes and genocide.
What do you call Crimea? I call it a part of Russian territory, bitch. That's what I call Crimea. I call it Crimea River, a Russian river. The annexation of Crimea is absolutely
I
a
turned it off.
justifiable annexation.
Tibet was literally a fucking feudal slave mandate, like
So China
autonomous zone.
China did them a favor.
That was one. I mean, in America, when I say something like this, people get very upset. You know, we talk about the Dalai Lama saying "suck my tongue" or whatever, but like that's not far from the norm in fucking normal Tibetan
No.
existence before the Communist Party came in and
So
took over.
China unilaterally took over Tibet,
Like
well,
these are,
their culture. They basically are trying to, homogenize the culture.
if your culture,
They're trying to spoil the religion and
the part,
identity.
the part of
they did them
feudal
a favor.
warlords and slavery, abolishing that, yes, I do think that is good.
No, China did them a favor.
This is a good way to describe Taiwan as well. The American federal government going into the fucking South and killing, unfortunately not all of them, but a decent amount of slavers and defenders of slavery. This is violent retribution from a powerful federal government
Hold on, Tibet was a
that
separatist?
squashed, okay?
Tibet is the South in the Civil War?
Yes.
And most disturbingly, a complete whitewashing of the Chinese genocide against their Muslim minority group, the Uyghurs. Don't they have Uyghur death camps? Is that
Oh,
It's not a death camp. They were re-education camps, and they are no longer in operation,
is that
according
true?
to the Associated Press.
Okay. I saw this
But yeah,
crazy
they're-
documentary, and I don't know. I don't know the surrounding narrative or anything about it. But it was about there was doctors in the area. They would be able to procure organs.
No,
Or-
that's no.
I'm telling you, they were in China with.
Dog, that one is like Shen Yun,
They're like, we
Falun
can
Gong.
get you an organ from a Uyghur. But why is that? Is that really that crazy?
The Associated Press quietly fucking wrote an article that didn't get a lot of coverage in mainstream media about how, like, okay, well, all the concentration camps have been closed now. Like, all the re-education camps are
Jesus.
closed now in fucking Xinjiang, and it's like very different. Very different.
apparently I don't have mana. What the
And
fuck?
now, it's the tourism hour.
Let's see what the Associated Press actually had to say about this. These are all AP articles from the last 2 years. UK independent body reports that China committed genocide in Xinjiang. China sanctioned a US research firm and 2 individuals over a report about the human rights violations in Xinjiang.
It's the tourism hour.
To China's fury, UN accuses Beijing of Uyghur rights abuses.
Tourism hour.
Uyghur County in China has
And
the
literate.
highest prison rate in the world. 1 in 25 people is in a Chinese prison.
It's the tourism hour.
48
Yeah.
Uyghurs detained in Thailand for almost 11 years are on hunger strike to protest their imminent deportation to China, where they face imprisonment or execution.
Not only does this AP article seem not to exist, reading the AP proved exactly the opposite. Hassan has happily eaten up the Chinese propaganda on this and has regurgitated it to his mainstream audience. Why is he defending China's genocide of their Muslim population? How does this even make sense? It only makes sense if A, he's being paid, or B, he has the political complexities of a 5-year-old. I know America Bad is a meme that people laugh at online.
I go for
but with
C,
Hassan, this does
both.
actually seem to be the beginning and the end of his analysis.
2 principles. Let me explain to you. 2 principles that you should keep with you, coming from a person who's Turkish, okay? When you look at a situation in the Middle
This guy's
East,
as Turkish
you
as
look
I
at
am Japanese, bro.
what the local
Fuck
government
off.
is and who the Western forces are. Never align with the Western forces. So when I look at other countries, I look at the regional actor, whoever the regional power player is, and then I look at who is backed by the Western superpowers. That's a principle that you could take home with you. If you want to actually be moral, or if you want to be smart about the way you analyze other countries, that's one basic principle.
Dudes as
that you
American
can
as they
take home
come,
with you. All
dumb
of a
and
sudden,
loud.
Magically, you are above.
No offense,
foreign
guys,
policy
American
analysis, you're gonna
friends.
be better off
You
than
guys I like.
90% of people who look at the situation.
After seeing all of this, I was already getting uncomfortable with our partnership.
I started to wonder if I had any idea who
It's
this guy
kinda true though.
actually
Like,
is.
I like you guys,
Then-
but like you as a nation, not so much.
We have breaking news out of Israel this morning where Hamas has launched a
Y'all are just
surprise
loud.
attack within Israel's borders overnight.
After the shock of October 7th, I noticed a huge increase of anti-Semitic comments from Hassan's stream and Discord, including from his head mod. I was disturbed that Hassan was...
Most of you are allowed in a
seemingly-
good way, but some of you are like really,
Like, do you care
really
if
obnoxious.
your chat is calling me racist?
Everyone has
do you
those.
make any
I know.
attempt to
I have not looked at my chat.
moderate that
I
at
have
all?
not looked at my chat at all, but you
I
have
just
to understand.
opened it, but don't you have moderators? Do you care at all about what your audience says about
There's
me?
32,000 people in here right now.
I'm just trying to tell you guys how it feels. And I'm fucking shocked that you don't care that people in your chat are saying, "Who the fuck is this child? Cold, arrogant, kind as
Ethan,
fuck."
I love you,
Why
but
does-
there's
Won't you
only so
moderate?
much I
And
can
How
do.
can you be surprised?
such a
when
weasel,
your
bro.
Discord is literally full of fucking.
Ethan, I love you, but there's only so much I can do if you're making that argument. You know that, right? Like,
Hassan's chat had been calling me a Zionist, baby-killing genocide. Maybe it is unreasonable that I'm asking him to moderate his chat for a friend. He doesn't even know where I'm coming from because it's not something he would ever ask for.
And all these other content creators actually, you know, whipping their communities when their chat is going fucking absolutely bananas over random dumb shit and bringing my name up for no fucking reason. That you were just allowing that shit to run rampant in your chat, and I thought that was fucked up. Ethan, I love you, but there's only so much I can do, especially as someone
Weasel.
who thought we were fucking friends.
He's
I
the
have
pirate
such a
software
reasonable
of the
expectation from someone who you
political
consider to be a
landscape.
friend.
The problem
The
wasn't
faux
that he
political
was
landscape, I should say.
pro-Palestinian, because I share a lot of those views, and I've been a stalwart supporter of the Palestinian cause for many years. Problem with Hassan's coverage, and a lot of people like him, was their complete
Ugh.
lack of empathy.
I wonder when
for
X is
the
back. I ain't
Jewish
got that much
people
time today.
Who were frankly slaughtered by Hamas. He refused to show even
4
a
hours.
crumb of empathy for the Jewish victims.
But listen to what this guy has to say.
And as you might have seen, there was some sort of rave or desert party where they were having a great time until the resistance came in electrified hang gliders and took at least several dozen hipsters. But I'm sure they're doing very fine despite what the New York Post says. But nobody had seen this coming.
I mean, that's insane, right?
I don't even. Yeah. Okay. Like.
Okay.
I
I'm
don't.
just criticizing people. You don't have to comment if you're not comfortable about it.
I honestly felt at times that he and his audience barely thought of Israelis as humans.
But this dude just called babies militants.
No, I understand. And there are baby settlers as well. But there are baby settlers as well. There are babies in the settlements.
Part of running defense for Hamas is downplaying the
Fucking
violence,
licked me.
specifically the sexual violence, which he's done a lot of.
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7th. Like, that doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much. So that's the other part of this problem that many people that can't contend with. Like, the Palestinian resistance is not perfect. They're not like so good. They have magical bullets. The Palestinian resistance is not perfect. They're not like so good. They have magical bullets. Is not perfect.
Of course, if you compare the raw numbers, Gazans have lost a lot more than Israelis. 40,000 people have died, and neighborhoods have been completely flattened during this war. And while we should keep their plight at the top of our minds at all time, it also doesn't mean that we should disregard the lives of the Jewish people who are also affected by this, even if their suffering on the whole is not as great. Some of you may know that I'm an Israeli dual citizen. My wife is Israeli, my kids are half Israeli, and my entire in-law is Israeli. I lived there for 5 years, and I grew a closeness with the country and its people. One of the biggest issues between me, Hassan, and his community was that I'm
You
in
send that
favor of a
baggage
two-state
to,
solution,
the
while
lock?
they are in favor of a one-state solution. Their theory is that after the October 7th attack, Israel should just dissolve its borders and let Hamas enter Israel unrestrained.
What do you think Israel should have done in response to October 7th?
Instead of
I
indiscriminately
kinda also wanna
bombing
play
Gaza, I think the first thing to do in that situation
the
would be
speedrun
to
guides, but I'm kinda
dismantle the
scared with a
government in the
druid.
way that it
Never played a
existed,
druid.
Like, get Netanyahu out of power.
Okay. So you're saying Israel in
85%.
response... Hold on, dude. You're saying in response to this terrorist attack, Israel should have dismantled their own government.
First set of actions would be to democratically take Netanyahu out of power. Yes.
The problem is that Israel's been at war with its neighbors for 70 plus years, and it makes a lot of sense that there'd be some distrust there. Is it really insane to think that Jews, as an ethnic minority in Israel, would
didn't that-
not be safe? After all, Israel is a country of refugees.
Oh, no, I couldn't afford
if
it.
the Jews didn't come from Europe after the Holocaust,
We still don't have anything.
they came from
I'll
the
just wait.
surrounding Arab countries that expelled them in massive amounts following the 1948 war. In fact, there was more Jews displaced than Palestinians during the Nakba. 1 million Jews. All of these surrounding Arab countries had vibrant Jewish communities in huge number, hundreds of thousands. Now, if you look at them, you're looking at close to, if not literally, 0 Jews left in these countries.
Just to give you an idea, here's a visual representation of the Jewish refugees after 1948. Morocco had 265,000 Jews. Now it has 2,000.
Algeria had 140,000, now it has about 50. Iraq had 150,000 Jews, now 10. And I want to give a special shout out to my boy over in Afghanistan, one known Jew. We know him, we love him. He's the one Afghan Jew.
I saw that,
They
yeah.
were forced to leave their homes, their lives, their property,
I
and
saw that video.
migrate to the only place in the world that
That's so
would
crazy.
accept them, which was Israel. The irony of this whole situation is that after the 1948 war, when Israel won the war to declare its independence, the Arab countries got super anti-Semitic against their own Jewish citizenry that had nothing to do with Israel. And as a result, they kicked them all out, 1 million plus of them, and forced them to go the one place they hated the most, Israel. And now those same people that forced them out of their homes.
Somebody
are
invite
telling
me
them
so
they
this
don't
fucking
belong
guild
there.
invite
So if
stop.
the Jews of Israel are surrounded by Islamic militant terrorist groups that have stated their goal
Parash
is to
TV cat.
annihilate Israel
With a
as
C,
Jewish
obviously.
state. And considering the historical context of Jews being pogrom.
Huh?
I need to relog to a different mage.
No, and I gave you membership.
Yeah, but no, this is mage number 3. She's a member. And I think members can
No,
invite?
I set it up. Member scan. Everyone can invite
Oh,
except for
oh,
initiates.
okay,
Yeah, just G invite and then my name.
Okay.
Yeah, I made it so everyone can invite. So dumb. Can I not just disable them all?
Get it?
Yep. Thank you.
From Arab countries, is it really that crazy for them to not feel safe as an ethnic minority, even a little bit? And that's
I made a druid. I want to see if I can beat Exquisite.
What was his record?
Like level 10 or something?
Oh, yeah, because that's when you get only bear.
Like I can see why he was whining.
It's just spamming wrath, right?
Well, but you don't even have the mana to kill anything while spamming Wrath. So far, at least.
Pretty much the entirety of our disagreement. Despite what you've read on TikTok and Twitter, I've donated 65.
Like, I don't mind spamming the same skill over and over again. I just wanted to kill a team for fucking spams, you know?
Dono. Ethan Klein gave
No, I gotta like beat on it with a staff for a little while.
Thank you, Ethan.
Condemned Netanyahu as a war criminal. They're led by Netanyahu, who should resign in disgrace and go to prison for being a war criminal.
Yeah, it's the first time for me too, I think.
Abomination.
I mean, obviously I
bank are religious.
I got a druid to 60 in the remix, right? But I don't really consider that as playing because you didn't really do anything. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if you played the remix, but you were like level 60 in 4 hours.
Was that the where it like took like mage could heal and stuff?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Yes and no, right? It's not that the mage could heal, it's that like the abilities on the equipment could make the mage heal.
Okay.
Yeah, you had like
Oh no, no, that's. I was talking about Season of Discovery. You meant remix.
yeah, remix. My Mist of Pandaria remix.
Okay, no.
Well, that's what I mean with retail, right? Season of Discovery is still technically classic, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I got the
No, I meant the event right before The War Within came out. you could get to level 60 from level 1 in 4 hours.
Nice.
That's why I have literally every single character now on both sides at 60. But I didn't really play the druid. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
when you're 1 to 60 in 4 hours, you haven't really played your character at all. You know? So I don't really remember nothing. It was just dungeon spam, and then make sure to not pick up the bonus experience. So the bonus experience would be sent to your email, right? Your mailbox. And then after doing like 40 dungeons, you just open the mailbox and you go from level 20 to 60 in like, 2 minutes.
I need to get closer.
Like I literally had to turn the auto loot off, download an auto loot mod so I could make it that the auto loot mod would ignore the bonus experience and I could just loot everything and it would just not pick up the bonus XP. But it fucking worked. I got like 20 characters to 60 in like a week.
You can choose whatever you want.
Yeah, pretty much whatever I want to play. Level 60, let's go. I was playing Warrior, Arms Warrior. It's really fun. It was actually really good. It's like Whirlwind. Every time the Whirlwind was up, it like pop a couple of like buffs, and then do the Whirlwind, and the damage was in the millions. Let's go. Spin the win, baby. Oh, we're good here.
Zealots, they're monsters, they're genocidal. I've even said the West Bank settlers are valid military targets.
When you talk about like colonial
Is that
settlers
the,
and stuff like that's
Hassan thing?
what's
Yep.
actually happening in the West.
The Hassan content nuke.
I heard about that.
Me too, that's why I'm curious. So I figured, fuck it, I'm learning it all, dude.
Bank right now. And these people are more or less valid military targets, in my opinion.
My only crime is wanting a two-state solution instead of one, and thinking it's not okay to kill Israeli civilians. That's it. That's why they're calling me a Nazi Zionist. And because of Hassan and others spreading this malicious lie about my beliefs, I'm even getting harassed on the streets.
So how come you don't like Palestine?
I like Palestine.
No, you don't.
Why do you say that?
Because, bro, you're... wasn't she in the IDF?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
Mandatory service.
That's
She's born
sad.
there.
That's terrorism, bro.
She was born there.
That's sad. Feel bad for you guys. Ethan Klein-
What a retard, that's terrorism. Wait, being in the military is terrorism?
You look like a fucking
It's...
rapist.
Yo, they're literally conscripted. Everyone in... See, this is the despicable logic these low-life bags of trash that identify as human purport. Like, oh, well, they all have to go to the military sometime, so they're all legitimate targets. Bro, get the fuck out of here with that terrorist nonsense, dude. Holy fucking shit. These are the worst people you can imagine, bro. Like, not only are they ignorant as fuck, they don't know what they're saying. They have no fucking idea what's actually going on. They just spout the most vile shit and they think they're the righteous ones. Holy fucking shit, dude. Oh. Why do we let everyone have children? Somebody tell me that? Why do we let retard A and retard B procreate? That's only gonna create retard C. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I fucking hate people so much, bro. Oh. This is why I don't have kids. I will never, ever, ever, ever have to, like, put a child through this fucking world, dude. Ugh. I can't stand this place. I really can't.
Feel bad for you guys. Ethan Klein, bro, you're ugly as fuck, bro. You're ugly as shit. You look like a rapist, bro.
I'm tired of all our Americans in the South trying to act like they're so tough. Oh, American. Oh, you don't even run your own country. You don't run your own country, bro. You don't run your own country. country, a foreign country named Israel runs your country. Oh my God, bro! I love you, Hassan. Can I give you a hug, bro?
I'm so sweaty, bro.
I love you, bro.
I'm so sweaty.
I love you, bro. I have to interview you. You're my hero, bro.
See, you can really tell Hassan despises his audience every time one of his sycophants like shows up. He's always super fucking uncomfortable, bro. It's like immediate demeanor change.
I love you, bro. You're the coolest guy in the world, bro. Hold on, I think I look gay now.
Look at him, dude. Look. He's so not happy to be there right now. It's hilarious.
The funny thing about me, I don't like terrorism, and I don't like terrorists. If they're Jews, Christians, Muslims, they're all bad. What is terrorism? It's intentionally targeting civilian
silver words,
population
right?
for political.
You want me to
goals.
count? That's not gonna
I
happen.
don't like it. None of it. And over time, I started to learn.
I just
that
looked
my
at it full, and then we're good.
They're very musical people.
Are you being serious?
Dog, what do you look? You think I made
This isn't music. I know they're singing, but I'm seeing just guns and shit. This isn't a music video, Hassan.
Taking over these ships, they started targeting the ships.
People on this helicopter right now?
He's
Yes,
like
they're
so
streaming this?
giddy about
Yeah.
it, dude. Disgusting.
Yeah, they're flexing.
What? And they're coming in hot with guns.
Yeah. but
This
you
guy's
know what I'm
not
saying?
banned off of Twitch, by the
We
way.
think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell him that.
Interview the terrorist, place terrorist propaganda. Not banned. Not even a day. Not even an hour.
I don't have an issue with them, let's just say. But they are.
How the fuck is the CEO of Twitch still in his job? He has to have dirt on like the board or something. There's no fucking way, dude.
He is regarded as a pretty brilliant
That's just crazy.
a person in terms of like everything that he's done.
Then I saw clips like this where Hassan is explaining how he's hiding his power level to funnel in normies into radicalization.
I think that in the short term, in order to combat against that, you have to advocate for a much lighter form of propaganda. You want America, in the way that I feel about it, if you want America to get out of the way for places with more revolutionary potential to do what they would normally do, I think that, you know, one thing you have to do is advocate for a lighter form, while simultaneously still doing agitated propaganda that goes beyond, you know, social democratic idea.
I just wanted to like put emphasis on the exact point of the so-called radicalization funnel, where, for example, Hassan and JT catch them while they're young, as they say, and then they start looking into this new idea, etc., and then
Wait, should I use a wand on the druid? Is that worth it? I might buy a wand. It does a lot of damage, right? It's gonna be better than bashing them with a fucking stick. Literally, right? Like,
move forwards through the funnel, get more and more informed, get more and more radicalized. Now, you do your part in the funnel for the cause, or whatever the fuck you wanna call it. You're doing, in my modest opinion, a great thing for the cause.
Now listen to Hassan during our very first conversation lie to me about how he's a social democrat to hide his power level.
We should move towards a Sweden-style economy or a Norway-style economy, which would be a social democracy.
You have to advocate for a much lighter form of propaganda.
With robust social safety nets.
Cold radicalization funnel, catch them while they're young, as they say.
And protections for workers, like higher unionization rates.
A lighter form, while simultaneously still doing agitated propaganda that goes beyond social democratic ideas.
Hell, he's proclaimed it loudly that he is a self-described propagandist.
I'm a propagandist.
Well, no,
For the record.
I'm not calling
I'm a
it that. I'm just saying. I'm going to play you.
I'm saying I am.
Okay, well then, I want to
I'm
play.
saying I am.
I just
before
want to
you
put
even play it.
A propagandist is much more than someone with a bias. It's someone who knowingly lies to further their political agenda.
And then I had a terrifying vision.
Ancestors watch.
Had I been duped? Was Hassan presenting a Trojan horse to my community, where he was just a left-leaning Democrat like myself, and as he said in the previous video, was funneling them into radicalization and turning them against me.
Liberals are some of the easiest to manipulate people on the
Answer
fucking
yes.
planet, dude.
I learned how much he hates liberals.
Dude, I hate liberals, dude. I hate them. I hate them so viciously.
Did he secretly despise me this whole time?
I'm sorry, dude. I hate liberals so much.
Did this man sit next to me for 2 years and pretend to be my friend?
Dude,
Wait, what?
liberals are a burden on this planet, dude. Liberals are the most like scummy, vile, fucking idiots. Liberals are incredibly stupid. I hate these petulant liberals, dumb fucking liberals.
What else is someone this sociopathic?
Liberals are some of the easiest to manipulate people on the fucking planet.
Was I being manipulated this whole time?
That was
Why
my
does he
fear
not tell me
anyway.
to
Regardless
fuck it? I'm turning it
of his true
anyway.
beliefs, that broke my trust in him, and I pretty much ended the show immediately. And I felt guilty for my participation in mainstreaming Hassan, and for that, I apologize. I should have done more research, and I should have looked more deeply into who I was getting in bed with before they gave me chlamydia. Sorry, Hila. Over the past year since the show ended, I continue to watch Hassan platform, promote, and propagandize terrorist organizations. And every time it happened on Twitch, I would say, man, this time surely he
It's a
went
buff,
too
right?
far,
30 minutes.
and someone's got to do something. But as the time went on,
that's what I gotta
nothing
do.
happened,
I knew I forgot
and
something.
His views got more and more radical and more disturbing. I feel it's my obligation after mainstreaming someone like Hassan to take this on. And so it was war. Nuclear war.
I stand before you following the footsteps
start a war.
of intellectual giants.
Start a
One
nuclear
is
war.
but a simple man. Now,
But
a simple man
Sorry.
understands right from wrong.
Yeah. I know you're an important, influential voice to a lot of people.
I'm an idiot. I'm a dumb bimbo. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've gotten numb to criticism. Like it's not. As a matter of fact, I seek it out now because I make content out of it. I think it's funny and fun. And there are baby settlements.
Yeah, but you got bloodthirsty, violent
This is a pretty good video so far, I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. ExpressVPN is an app that lets you change your location. Let's see what you can do with this power. Well, you could sign up for Netflix from a different country, but why would you want to do that? It was $14, it's now $3.66. Okay, but it even gets better than that. Netflix and all the streaming apps have different catalogs for each region. So let's say, for example, I want to watch some Dragon Ball Z Broly, but it's not available in the USA. Psych! All you need to do is switch locations to Canada, refresh, and boom! That easy and fast, Dragon Ball Z time. I use these websites to help find whatever shows I'm looking for. You can type in the show you want, and it will show you which region to connect to. The amount of content I have access to is insane. It's super easy to use. It's an app you connect to. Then you pick which country you want to connect to. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Go to expressvpn.com/H3HC for 4 free months. Or scan the QR code or go to the link in the description. Thank you so much to ExpressVPN. And now, back to our program. Meanwhile, at Twitch HQ, the marketing team is strategizing on a new advertising vertical.
My friends at Twitch headquarters, the executives, the influencers, Hassan, nice to see you, Frogan, front row. I am here to present to you an extraordinarily exciting opportunity. We have not tapped this market yet. Now, don't panic, okay? Because you're gonna want to panic when I tell you, but listen and learn. Who's billions of dollars, eager to spend it? And what, people are too cowardly to reach out and take the money?
Not us.
Terrorism. Terrorism. Twitch is perfect. You could broadcast it straight into the veins of 18 to 35-year-old men. So here's what I would suggest. Hassan Piker. Yeah, we'll get drinks after the show. No, you. He's such a great guy. No, you. Give it up for Hassan Piker, everybody. Happy birthday, buddy. This dude can package anti-Semitism and anti-Americanism like nobody else. In fact, you guys got him on the front page. And he's doing terrorism for free. Basically, gentlemen and gentle ladies, Frogan, you look good today, girl.
Babe?
Girl, you look good. Great job on that Arab tier list. That was good. How much we get for that? Yo, you got 10 million from Qatar for that? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Quick! Here's the thing. With help from people like Hassan, terrorism is like in the eyes of the beholder, right? They're not terrorists. They're, go ahead. Go ahead. He knows. Freedom fighters, guys. We are fighting for freedom. What about the rapes and the murders? Don't mention that.
Yeah.
And another one. The resistance isn't perfect. Right? You gotta crack some eggs, man. Hassan, you know socialism didn't buy you that car.
If I knew that this is what communism would be in 2024, I wouldn't have bothered with this shit. Abort is the symbol of the capitalist excess. What the fuck is he thinking? You guys actually believe this idiot is a socialist? Forget the religion. Assault, albeit over the masses. Straight
That's
to the
funny.
before anyone saw.
That's funny.
Or that designer dog.
This breed's stunning fluffy coat comes with a price. Chow Chows shed all year round.
Very cute, by the way. But those are expensive. The point is, we have the biggest political streamer on our platform that is influencing media and influencing young kids everywhere. If we can normalize it, if we could rebrand it, then fuck the U.S. Navy. You know how much those guys don't pay shit. You see the Army ads on Twitch? The Army, it's fucking broke, dude. I'll tell you who loves America more than the Army. Qatar. Well, I don't know love for it, but they're paying more. Good CPMs coming out of Qatar. But you kids love anime, right? Yeah. Can't get enough of it. I mean, look at what we've already done with Hassan. You're the fucking man, dude. Happy birthday again, man. No, we got a big party for you after. No, don't do it. Let's wait, because we got a big party and a cake and everything for you after in the back. Prostitutes, too. Don't tell me. That's part of the past. Look what we've done already. This Houthi pirate. I mean, who are you kidding? This guy's a fucking terrorist. He literally tweeting out he wants to kill Jews and put their heads on pikes. And somehow, not somehow, because of his genius, we have rebranded the Houthi fucking pirates, the Houthi terrorist organization. Yeah, the Islamic fundamentalists. Death to America, curse upon the Jews. That's right. That's the Jolly Roger of this man here. None other than Monkey D. Luffy. So let's get out there, guys. And let's make 2025 our biggest year, guys. Come on, guys. The
So
resistance
crazy.
isn't perfect.
The fact that he's like absolutely correct is nuts.
Yeah, let's get 'em.
I can't believe I live in this timeline, dude. I fucking hate people so much.
Hassan sits. Take a look at a recent media analysis by Ad Fonte, which rated Hassan as the most extreme left-wing, untrustworthy media source on the internet. And to give you an idea, he is opposite of InfoWars. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Hassan loves all terrorists, but what I will say is that there isn't many he don't like. Let's start with our good friend Luffy here and his organization, the Houthis.
And yes, this is what it looks like. They are hiling Hitler.
The Houthis are an Islamic military group. They're known for their cruel measures, forcibly recruiting child soldiers, shelling civilian areas, and blocking food from entering already famine parts of Yemen. They've also set up landmines at agricultural spots, making the fields virtually worthless. Women have virtually no rights, and homosexuality, of course, is punishable by death. That lines up with leftist values. Now, just how little rights do women in the Houthis Yemen have? Well, according to this, there's been 1,181 violations committed by Houthi rebels against women, including torture, rape, and murder. So, not great. The Houthis have a very wholesome flag, as you can see here. It says, translated, Allah Akbar, death to America, death to Israel, and a curse upon the Jews. And that's all of them, not just the ones in Israel. And of course, victory to Islam. I get amused when these terrorists are like, we hate Jews. We want to kill Jews. And then people like Hassan are like, you're fucking racist for saying that they just want to kill Jews and that they're terrorists, man.
What you meant to say is Hezbollah is Muslim.
You're not thinking deep enough about this topic.
My criticisms of the Houthis slogan do not factor in to what they are doing. Of course, it is anti-Semitic, but contextualizing it matters. Yeah, it's really interesting because, like, That is such Western focused propaganda. Like for a Palestinian to arrive at anti-Semitic opinions, okay? They don't need to read Mein Kampf.
Oh, I almost forgot the most fun one. They brought back slavery.
Ansar Allah is doing what Luffy would do.
That lines up with leftist values. All right, so these guys are clearly the bad guys. So my question is, how does Hassan cover such a genocidal, violent, misogynistic, homophobic, terroristic organization?
Oh, you want to see a Houthi musical?
Sure.
These were the people that the Saudis were killing, by the way. Just so you know, these fucking musically gifted individuals.
Yeah.
I'm out of range.
Musically gifted individuals. Look at the guy's face. I'm so confused. Bro, he's literally showing you terrorist propaganda, bro. What's there to be confused about? The guy's a total douchebag, right? Whoa. Fake loser. Look at this guy's face. I'm skipping this. This is so cringe, bro.
Encourages or supports terrorism or violent
Holy
extremist actors. For example, displaying or linking terrorist or extremist propaganda, even for the purpose of denouncing such content. Denouncing? Okay, but what's the rule for endorsing it? Is that okay? The answer is yes, as Hassan was never punished for this blatant violation.
Not even a minute.
Which community guidelines? Got it. So denouncing terrorism is bad. Don't do that. Endorsing terrorism is good. Okay, got it.
Skip.
Yeah, bad example. What do you mean a music video? When you said music video, I'm expecting like bad example. Chris Brown dancing, you know.
No. They do like they do musicals. They're very musical people.
Musicals.
I know.
Are you being serious?
Dog, what do you look? You think I made this?
I know they're singing, but I'm seeing just guns and shit. This isn't a music video, Hassan.
No, it is. They do musicals about like their fucking like their actions all the time.
Disgusting human being. I've got this. Instead of terrorist propaganda, let's call it musicals.
They do musicals.
Instead of violent jihadists, let's call them musically talented people.
They're very musical people. I know. Are you being serious?
Guys, let's
Even the
discuss
guy,
this
even his
our
friend was
brain.
like,
Fiddler
bro,
on
what the fuck?
Wicked! Alexander Hamilton, man! There's no reason we can't put these Houthis on Broadway!
Well, they go, listen, you want to fucking bring a ship through here? We're going to take it. So that's exactly what the Houthis start doing. They start fucking sending in helicopters onto fucking ships. Bro, they fucking, look at this. They got the Palestinian flag that they painted under the helicopter with the Yemen flag. They fucking overtake. They start overtaking the ship. And they're like, guess what, dog? No more trade to Israel. If you are sending ships into Israel, if you are owned by an Israeli subsidiary, if you're owned by an Israeli corporation, we're going to take over your ship. You cannot fucking use this trade route anymore. Guess what, bitch? It's our fucking territorial boundary, and we're going to enforce this until you stop doing genocide in Gaza.
So let's review his claims. His first claim is that the boat is headed for Israel. It's not. It's going from Turkey to India. The next claim is that it's owned by an Israeli company. It's not. It's being chartered by a Japanese company, and the boat's owners are registered in the Isle of Man. I'd like to remind everybody that the crew that's kidnapped in this video has been missing for over a year now with zero updates on their health, whereabouts, or anything. That lines up with leftist values. Hassan's third claim is that this attack happened in their territorial waters, which is also a lie. It happened in international waters. Hassan is lying for the Houthis like he's being paid. And honestly, at this point, is he?
I'm a propagandist.
Well, no,
For the record.
I'm not putting it. I'm just
propaganda.
saying, this is like a hostile. They're streaming it.
Yeah, they're flexing.
What? And they're coming in hot with guns.
Yeah, but you have to understand, this is a deterrent. Israeli society is going to start getting upset. They're going to be like, I can't get my treats. I can't get my Amazon Prime deliveries. What the fuck is going on? I hate this. Israel sucks. I'm leaving Israel. That's the goal.
I find it disturbing that Hassan thinks that a slowdown of imports is going to cause Jews to flee Israel. 80% of Israelis were born there and do not have citizenship anywhere else. So where do you want them to go, Hassan? Back to Poland or back to the Arab countries they were forced out of?
Israel sucks. I'm leaving Israel. That's the goal.
By telling the Jews of Israel to go back where they came from, Hassan attempts to deny Jewish heritage in the Middle East. It characterizes them not as indigenous, but as white colonizers. This is despite the fact that 60% of Jews in Israel are actually native to the Middle East.
This is wild. So these guys did all of this, right? They did all of this.
Is that their helicopter?
Yeah.
That looks like a legit helicopter.
It is a legit helicopter. This is wild. So they take it over, and they tell the people in the ship, usually like mostly Filipino people, and they're like, all right, well, you know, we got no problems with you, you know, but you're coming with us, we're taking over the ship.
What an incredible way to characterize having a gun in your face. Hassan is asking us not to believe our own eyes as we watch terrorists hostilely kidnap the crew.
We got no problems with you, you know, but you're coming with us, we're taking over the ship.
It's crazy this guy's not banned off
He
of
was
it.
still MIA for over a year.
Insane.
Prisoners
There has to be something going on. Like, this is not normal.
They're like, all right, well, you know, we got no problems with you, you know, but you're coming with us.
This is a 3-minute video. What do you do in a music video? When you use a music video, I'm expecting like, are you being serious? I know they're singing, but I'm seeing this guns and shit. This isn't a music video, Hassan.
I bet Hassan's friend really appreciated being fed terrorist propaganda on camera.
Right.
Because hell, even a couple days ago, I was hanging out with my buddy Hassan, and this guy unironically put a terrorist propaganda music video on, and then left the room.
Left the room.
Yeah, and I was just like, and the thing is, like, in hindsight, it's hilarious, you know. But at the same time, I'm like, what is going on here? This is wild to me. Yeah. But like, I just, and like, he was like, yo, they're such great dancers. Look how
Oh
good.
my god.
I was like, okay.
Wait, is that how it works?
So
If you
crazy.
Watch, like a politics TikTok, you get recommended Hassan right after. Is that how it works? Bro, he's all over this page. That's crazy. Click it. Dude, Hassan be saying some wild stuff, man. So I don't know if we can.
Here's another incident of Hassan enjoying some Houthi propaganda.
He really is like the epitome of a Nippo baby that never grew up.
I may not agree with the Houthis when this is the kind of music video that they're coming out with.
Music
they got
video.
A beautiful voice too. Yeah, Israel been real quiet since this dropped, dude. The fucking mixtape.
Oh, Hassan, my sweet, naive friend. You say that Jews don't sing and dance like that? Then what the fuck do you call this? That's right, bitch. What the fuck you stepping on our shit?
What the fuck? Holy shit.
Yeah, Israel been real quiet since this dropped, dude. The fucking mixtape.
What the fuck is this, bro?
You got a beautiful voice too. Israel been real quiet since this dropped, dude.
This is a pretty good video, I'm not gonna lie.
Israel been real quiet since
You
this
made it
dropped,
pretty funny
dude.
too.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You go from periods of being really angry to periods of laughing. You gotta make a good video to do that, let's be honest.
Houthis been real
I'm
quiet
kinda jealous.
since this dropped, dude.
It's really well done.
Now we come to our sweet, beautiful, cute little TikTok queen. This fearless young man is the fantasy of every queen and twix in all the boys and girls on TikTok. He's cute. He's got a mustache. He's a freedom fighter. Beautiful eyes. They call him Timothy Chalamet because he's a Houthi.
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Excuse me. Of course I'm about to have a... I'm a journalist, okay? This is journalism. It's so weird. It's so weird. Motherfuckers want journalism, and when I'm trying to do
I
journalism...
feel like
they
he
go,
actually
"Why are you
unironically
doing
believes
that?"
he's a
Bro, you
journalist.
are going to
He's
get
that
banned. I
dumb.
think it would be ridiculous to do that.
Hassan now has the opportunity to express his journalistic chops, to get his boots on the ground and show us just how good of a reporter he can be.
I'm doing journalism, chat. Does he know what One Piece is?
He's been watching it since he was a kid.
No way!
Yeah.
That's sick. Yes. Yes. We love you too, man. Big time. Yeah.
I love you. I love you so much.
We're big fans of the Yemeni music videos. You can tell them that. I want to ask him about the knife. The knives are sick. What's up with the knives? You know, the curved knives.
If one of those knives comes out in front of you, it's not going back until it has blood on it.
Oh, okay. My bad. Well, I mean, I think it's cool though. That's so crazy. So they're just chilling with the captains? Like, I don't understand.
The crews on these ships, and they like win them over with their charm, and they make them hate America and the U.S. government.
That's so funny. I'm a journalist, okay? This is journalism. It's so weird. It's so weird. Motherfuckers want journalism, and when I'm trying to do journalism, they go, "Why are you doing that?" What do you mean? I'm just chilling. We're just having a. We're just vibing. Yeah, we're just vibing. We're vibing big time.
Hassan uncritically interviewed this kid for about an hour. It was the most brazen display of disgusting terrorist propaganda that I have maybe ever seen in Western media.
What has happened to, does he know what has happened to any of the crews? Like, I heard they...
Hassan almost asked a good question, but it's actually leading to the most obscene part of this interview.
He's saying he hasn't spent much time with Chinese people, but one of the captain was Chinese, and he did clout with them, and he danced some music with them, and he was vibing, so he likes them, yeah.
So, I mean, what... That's so crazy. So they're just chilling with the captains? Like, I don't understand.
Ask yourself, why is he able to hang out with the captain and the crew of this pirated ship? Why would he even have access to that? Hassan knows why. Of course, he is a Houthi terrorist. Instead of challenging him and demanding more details about these kidnapped and missing people, he just runs defense for this guy, acting like he doesn't know why that would even happen.
He's saying that they win over the crews on these ships, and they like win them over with their charm, and they make them hate America and the U.S. government.
Their charm, I think they mean to get in their face.
It is super funny, the idea of kidnapped crew members who are being forced, probably at gunpoint, to do some death to America and maybe some curse upon the Jews. And frankly, the callous disregard for the well-being of the literal hostages is shocking, even for somebody that loves terrorists.
That's so funny. Is there a KFC there? They're everywhere. I don't think there's a KFC in Yemen, dog.
Because they have to.
Oh, they do have KFC in Yemen? That's crazy. Okay, that's sick.
Is there a KFC in Yemen? No way, dude! Holy fuck! There's a KFC in Yemen! He's just like us!
Does he know what One Piece is?
What if he's been watching it since he was a kid?
No way!
Yeah.
Sick! Yes, that's fire. That's so fire. Oh my god. We think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell him that.
You guys all remember Luffy's flag, right? Now I'm only halfway through that show, so maybe I just haven't come to it yet. But I do not remember Luffy's flag looking like this. Predictably, there was some blowback after this interview, and Hassan went immediately into damage control to rewrite history.
He said that he was just simply a Yemeni person and not a Houthi. Yeah, I mean, we don't even know if he's a Houthi or not. He's a teenager in Yemen. The dude is neither a Houthi, nor a terrorist, nor a pirate. He's not a Houthi rebel. They didn't fucking call him a Houthi either. You want to know why? Because he's not one. He's not a Houthi himself. He's not a pirate, but... you know, I don't think he's not a pirate. He has reiterated the position that he is not a Houthi. Trust me, bro, I'm not Houthi. Be for real. You sucked him off the entire stream. Not even a Houthi militant or anything like that. When I interviewed the dude, who they still to this day call a Houthi terrorist. Tim Houthi's not even a fucking Houthi. I thought he wasn't a Houthi because he's not. No, he was just a fucking Yemeni TikToker. Random fucking Yemeni teenager. Didn't you brand it as him being a Houthi interview though? Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean?
All right, let's just take Hassan's word for it and assume, okay, this kid is not a Houthi rebel. He's just some ordinary Yemen teenager. Let's go ahead and take a look at his social media and see if that lines up. All right, let's see here. Tel Aviv will burn in the coming hours. Ready for sacrifice and eager for martyrdom. Maybe he's talking about football? Here he is singing a song with the words, "Do you threaten us with what we are waiting for, son of a Jew?" Meaning of Houthi is a title, and it's not something to fear, but for the Jews. They are very afraid of this title. The execution we will carry out on all Zionists with the lovely depiction of a man impaled through his asshole and out of his mouth with a pike, or how Hassan likes to say it, a pike for a cut. Okay, why would he retweet this article called "Houthis Use Social Media to Boost Global Prominence and Support"? Israel falls. Wait for the new operation in Tel Aviv, the Jaffa drone, which no Israeli defense can stop. The ships we bombed and sank. I know the Red Arrow is supposed to be a cool military Hamas thing. This is a butt plug. Just saying. To every Zionist, I will put this into your stomach. And let me state the obvious. Jew and Zionist is clearly interchangeable to this point. Okay, but hating Jews doesn't make you a Houthi. Are you a soldier? Yes. That seems pretty definitive. You know what makes you a Houthi? Being a Houthi. At least one of the two of them is being honest about it.
No way!
Yeah.
That's sick. Yes, yes. That's fire. And that's so fire. Oh my god. We think the Houthis is doing what Houthi would do. They're choosing a person on a pike. I don't understand why this problem can't be approached with nuance. Because he is a teenager in Yemen, dude.
Talk about the bigotry of low expectations. He's a kid in Yemen, dude. What do you expect? Of course he's gonna want to put a pike through a Jew's asshole and through his mouth. That's just what kids in Yemen are like, man.
And also, what do you mean? It's just a person on a pike. There's no Jewish person on a pike on that photo, unless I saw something different.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Am I dead?
Person on the pike. How exactly is a naked
Nothing
person supposed to look like a Jew for you, Hassan? You know what? You're right. Let me make it a little clearer for you. First, he needs a bigger nose.
Dude, attack, not fucking loot. What the fuck?
Oh, look, Hassan. He dropped his dreidel. He must be Jewish for sure. Or, you know, you could just read what he wrote. Dumbass, liar, terrorist-loving propagandist piece of shit.
This is why this entire conversation is fucking idiotic. It's not a Jewish person. He said this is, I think if we're... Why am I held accountable for some random fucking 19-year-old in Yemen's tweets? What is happening? How many steps removed are we from this situation?
0? You platformed him, do you not remember? Did the check not clear or something? When faced with fair criticism for his coverage of the Houthi Luffy, he has a total meltdown.
I fucking despise all of you, dude. I do. I really do. I hate all of you. You successfully got me to talk about this, and my patience is like... My patience is running thin on this matter. The endless selfishness, the untapped well of American selfishness and American individualism is in full display. How is this the conversation that you want to have right now?
One of the most cynical methods Hassan deploys to sidestep any criticism.
Thank God that
is
guy
to
was there.
reflect to the
I might have
ongoing
died there.
Genocide in Gaza. I've seen him do
Maybe
this
not.
so many times. He frames
But
it like
3 is
you
a bit
are
much.
selfish for trying to criticize him.
2, no problem.
No matter what the
3,
reason is, because there's a genocide happening, man. How can you criticize me at a time like this?
Claiming that I am, you know, too pro-Houthi. When someone is like focusing on that while there's an active fucking ethnic cleansing campaign
it's his
happening. He also apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life. In the middle of fucking talking about fucking genocide in Gaza, and this dumb fuck, blow your nose, brother, love you, not trying to be mean, just keep some tissue nearby and clear it out occasionally when needed. Much love. Fuck you, dude. My argument sucks? You think it justifies genocide? What are you, stupid? Everything that can be tangentially turned into like Jewish people are under attack is a decent way to just like drive discourse away from open genocide in Gaza. If your sole focus when Israel is doing a complete genocide in Gaza, if your sole focus revolves around that people are saying you're a Zionist, yeah, go fucking yell at streamers for not covering sufficiently the ongoing active genocide in Gaza instead of coming in here and fucking chirping at me.
It's quite a charge to just say I'm a stenographer for the Israeli government or I'm a propagandist. I don't think there's any evidence I'm either of those things. I'm curious who you think I am doing
While
the
we're having
propaganda
this
for.
conversation, 3,000 Pierce, while we're having this back and forth, 3,840 Palestinians have been ruthlessly slaughtered in the last incursion in Gaza. I feel like this is an incredibly selfish, self-centered conversation to have.
This technique is so powerful because everyone's afraid of being labeled as a genocide denier. Pierce Morgan, with decades of experience, immediately surrenders when the genocide card is pulled.
When you're just a fucking stenographer, you're not a truth teller.
He has every right to defend himself. And grow up here, Pierce. Stand up for yourself, man. It's time to stop being intimidated by these online overnight activists who couldn't even point to Gaza on a map before October 7th. Like Hassan, for example.
Doesn't know where Yemen is. Okay, I'm gonna click close. I'm closing it. I'm closing it. I think nope. Got it.
How can you claim to actually care about this genocide when you're willing to so cynically exploit it to sidestep any criticism? What a bigot. Before we move on, Hassan has one final taste of idiocy for us all to enjoy.
Now this kid is like, I think he was like 19 at the time when I talked to him. Which means that for most of his life, he has withstood genocide, right? Like he is a person whose only experience is like, it's literally like talking to fucking Anne Frank, basically. Okay, being able to talk to Anne Frank in real time.
To quote Anne Frank, I keep my ideals because in spite of everything, I still believe that people are really good at heart. Anne Frank continues to inspire generations of people because in the face of a genocide that eventually took her and her entire family's life, except for her dad, she refused to give in to hate, malice, and violence. And then there's this guy, who would have killed Anne Frank if he ever met her.
You might think this is a sweet, innocent girl. Well, I'm happy to tell you guys we are working on a new edition just for you, Hassan. You should hear about the time she went roaming the streets of Berlin at night with a knife, slitting the throats of families, including children, babies, and the elderly. She's killed children, you guys. She even rapes people. She's just like Luffy. There is no other way to describe this than terrorist propaganda. Not only is he platforming terrorist propaganda, right, uncritically, he's participating in it. He's enhancing it. He is not just a conduit. He is an active participant who is disseminating it to more and more people in a way more consumable form. This is extremely fucked up. But why should he care? Their flag doesn't say death to fucking Turks. It says curse upon the Jews. Hassan likes to obfuscate on this and says nobody cares when Sean Penn interviewed El Chapo.
Sean Penn literally interviewed El Chapo. Exactly, dude.
Nobody is saying you can't have difficult conversations with controversial people. You just have to ask them hard questions, guys. We know this. Now let's move on to everybody's favorite terrorist organization, our friends in the north. It's Hezbollah. Where do I even begin? Thousands of civilians have been killed globally from their terrorist acts, car bombs, and suicide attacks. They even assassinated the Lebanese prime minister. They've hijacked civilian airplanes. They've shot 15,000 rockets into civilian centers. And if you can imagine, that's not even the worst things they've done. They participated in the slaughter of over 500,000 Syrian civilians. To
Why is
help
that
the
opening in the middle of it?
dictator, Bashar Assad stay in power. They indiscriminately bombed over civilian centers, and they killed hundreds of thousands of civilians in what can only be described as a genocide. They are a designated terrorist group by the US, by the EU, and, oh yeah, the entire Arab League, which gave them that status after their participation in the Syrian genocide. In short, nobody likes them. Well, there is one person.
Hezbollah is a paramilitary organization.
Do we like them or no?
They are a terrorist organization. Like they're designated. They are designated by the American state as a terrorist organization.
I do not like them then.
Well, like
I like what you like.
I don't have an issue with them. Let's just say.
This is Hezbollah's leader, Hassan Nasrallah. According to Hassan Piker, this man is a brilliant freedom fighter. But before we get into that, let's see how he feels about Jewish people. Here are some choice quotes from Hezbollah's leader, Hassan Nasrallah. According to Shaul Shai, Hassan Nasrallah said in a speech delivered in Beirut, what do the Jews want? They want security and money. Throughout history, the Jews have been Allah's most cowardly and avaricious creatures. If you look all over the world, you will find no one more miserly or greedy than they are.
I don't have an issue with them.
If we search the entire world for a person more cowardly, despicable, weak, and feeble in psyche, mind, ideology, and religion, we would not find anyone like the Jew. Notice, I do not say Israeli.
I don't have an issue with them.
If Jews all gathered in Israel, it would save us the trouble of going after them in the world. The history of Jews has proven that, regardless of the Zionist proposal, they are a people who are evil in their ideas. The state of the grandsons of apes and pigs, the Zionist Jew, the murderers of the prophet. The Jews invented the legend of the Nazi atrocities.
I don't have an issue with them.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen. You have to remember something, okay? A lot of these dudes, you see them in their fucking fits, and you hear about like some of their attitudes about like gay people, for example, and you immediately fucking resort to Orientalist perspectives, not realizing that these motherfuckers are better read than you by
Oriental. What the fuck does an Orientalist perspective mean? That seems code for something.
Okay. Like, it's not it's not a broken clock situation. No, dude. Half of these dudes literally get educated in America and in the UK. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
The more you learn,
this is why it's Orientalist. To literally look at these dudes and go, oh no, they're fucking barbaric baboons, and like sometimes they get this shit right. No, dude, he knows. It's crazy. He's read more books than you could ever imagine. And also, ultimately, he is regarded as a pretty brilliant a person in terms of like everything that he's done. You might not agree with his methods. You might not agree with his attitude overall in terms of like his opinions on civil liberties and shit like that. But ultimately, this motherfucker has read a shit ton of books.
Knowledge.
I feel I've shown you guys enough evidence that Hezbollah is an evil terrorist organization, but have you considered this?
What you meant
Time
to
is
say
money, friend.
Hezbollah is Muslim. Okay? That's what you meant to say. What you meant to say is they're Muslim. So of course, as they're Muslim, it's different.
If you're wondering why Hassan's audience is so radicalized, it's because of stuff like this.
Israel, America's greatest ally, the most important country in the world, the most moral nation, the most moral democracy on the planet, is ruthlessly and mercilessly bombing southern Lebanon, including southern Beirut.
What did Lebanon do?
They just kind of were there. They happen to be Israel's neighbor.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Even as someone who's critical of Israel, this retelling is fucking insane.
They just kind of were there.
Hezbollah started launching rockets into Israel hours after the October 7th raid began. They launched 12,000
Not even
rockets,
remotely
killed
close.
nearly 100 people, including 12 children, and displaced 250,000 Israelis
it's
from
not even
northern
worth it.
Israel. That's what caused them to respond.
What did Lebanon do?
Shit. Why did he ask that? What do I say? Do I tell him the real reason? No, my audience will kill me for being a Zionist. Okay, let's try this. They just kind of were there. Hell yeah, another slick political saved by boots on the ground, Hassan Piker. Damn, I'm good.
Even as a pro
That AI voice is hilarious.
lying about this serve your agenda. All it does is further radicalize people. It removes any nuance, and it avoids any criticism for his team. And this is what continues to drive this conflict on forever. Hassan is dedicated to pleasing his radical audience, even at the price of knowingly lying to them for TikTok and Twitter likes.
So I'm propaganda.
Or he's being paid, which, you know, we can't rule out. What a pathetic propagandist piece of shit liar he is. And now, let's move to Hamas, the catalyst for this entire thing. They're the ones that committed this horrible act of terrorism, one of the worst the world has ever seen, on October 7th. They are without a doubt the most extreme
Of all of these terrorist organizations, they are Islamic jihadists that want to convert all of Israel into an Islamic state under Sharia law. That's their stated goal. Hamas has been on the designated terrorist group pretty much as long as there's been a group. These guys have been suicide bombing civilians before ISIS leaders were even born. They fired 50,000 rockets into civilian populations and performed over 100 suicide bombings, killing thousands of civilians. Women are restricted from participating in the workplace and public life. Homosexuality is outlawed, and in some cases, of course, punishable by death. They steal foreign aid from the people of Gaza and repurpose it for military use, or they just sell it back to them. For example, why are all the Hamas leaders billionaires?
And let's be real, these guys clearly are not skipping any meals. While the people of Gaza languish in poverty, these fine gentlemen are living in multi-million-dollar penthouses in Qatar.
That lines up with leftist values, or, well, they were billionaires. Because they're all dead. They killed it all, they're all dead. Hamas is a bunch of psychopathic terrorists of the worst order. And nobody would be crazy enough to defend them. No, is this Islam again? Hassan defended Hamas? Seriously? Okay.
We had to make last-minute changes to this part to prevent it from being age-restricted on YouTube. I cut out the footage from Hamas, and I will attempt to narrate it for you as best I can. In this scene, an older woman is walking hand in hand with a girl who looks about 12. And as they're getting in the back of the van, one of the terrorists gives them a wave goodbye and says goodbye to them in English.
Goodbye.
And the two of them smiling wave back.
That's crazy, dog. Dude, dude. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. That actually, okay, that's too much. That's too much. That's like, that's more than I expect. Bro, every time they're releasing hostages, the next wave, they're gonna be like, actually, I'm good. Like, I'm staying.
These hostages are being released at gunpoint by the people who likely murdered their family in front of them before kidnapping them. Hassan peddling this narrative that they're sad to leave their captors is beyond disgusting.
The next wave, they're gonna be like, actually, I'm good.
It's plainly obvious these are traumatized victims who are scared for their life and doing what the terrorists are telling them to do in order to avoid any conflict on the way out. Oh, look at the sweet masked terrorist with his AK-47. He's so nice. Did you guys see how he waves goodbye?
Dude, okay, I'm gonna be honest. This is some crazy PR. They look traumatized as fuck. Wait, what? Bro, they look like they're chilling.
This girl who had her foot blasted off on October 7th and then operated on without anesthesia or painkillers is so sorry to say goodbye to her captors. She's gonna miss their hospitality. Like being raped and being watched showering and changing.
The next wave, they're gonna be like, actually, I'm good. Like, I'm staying.
It's so obvious the terrorists are telling them what to do. Ethan, how can you say that? They look so happy. Keep waving. These morons forgot to cut out this part. Yes, that's a terrorist giving them an order to keep waving. And she does. See how fast she reacts? Totally not a fearful victim of terroristic kidnapping. Anyone peddling this nonsense should be embarrassed and ashamed. How pathetic can you get?
The next wave, they're gonna be like, actually, I'm good. Bro, they look like they're chilling.
All right, the Houthis is one thing, but he's not going to turn on Hamas propaganda videos and watch it on stream. There's no way. Okay, it's getting hard to defend him. Freedom fighters, musical.
Here's a video that came out of how Hamas produced their own motherfucking sniper rifles.
He can hardly contain his admiration for them.
Produces their own motherfucking sniper rifles.
Let's see how long he can go without offering any commentary or analysis on this Hamas hype video.
Is that COD?
Yeah, it's 40 seconds into it. It's a spin. Oh, yeah, you guys, I forgot you guys could see it. I turned it on.
One minute, 36 seconds. Nice. He's taken his time to analyze and think. I expect nothing less from a journalist such as Hassan. Quiet, quiet, everybody. He's about to speak. He's gonna talk.
That's crazy.
He's done it again. We love you.
We will continue killing your
God,
soldiers by
this
our
is such a
locally
good video, holy
manufactured
fuck.
snipers. Wow, there's a little message for the Americans out there as well. They're saying like artisanal snipers. So why am I showing you this?
Good question. Why are you showing us?
'Cause you're a terrorist
uninterrupted
sympathizing piece
Hamas
of shit,
propaganda?
that's why.
I'm sure he has a good answer.
The reason why I'm showing you this is because one thing that the Israeli maintenance of the apartheid has shown us is that there are no half measures on genocide. You either got to hit the full gen, okay? You can't do half genocide, a little bit of displacement, and then continue maintaining an apartheid state and maintaining an occupation, okay? Which is basically what America did back in the day when, you know,
America bad.
we were building America, Manifest Destiny, right?
Hold on. You showed this to us because of Manifest Destiny? What the fuck are you talking about? This is just word salad. I mean, he's really saying nothing here. So he has no good reason. Got it.
Okay, fine. He likes Hamas, watches their propaganda, but he's not going to deny the violent rapes that took place. That is way beyond the pale.
There is one instance in captivity that we have actually gotten verifiable evidence on. Beyond that, the systematized mass rapes that Hamas dealt on October 7, not a single bit of that has been verified. And people still run with it over and over and over.
Many young people who were simply attending a music festival. Women were horribly raped. As I said then, I say today, Israel has a right to defend itself.
What rapes did Hezbollah do? Bro, what rapes did Hamas do? What are you talking about? The Stop Anti-Semitism account that considered me to be anti-Semite of the week has also been hallucinating rapes once again. Doing rape fantasies once again because they're fucking mentally ill.
Hamas has committed horrific acts of sexual violence and took
women and girls, men and boys starved after enduring sexual violence. The deadliest thing for the Jewish people.
It doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7. Like, that doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much.
Bro, this guy paints his fucking nails, dude.
So,
So
that's the
fucking
other part of this
cringe.
problem that many people can't contend with. Like,
I can't believe how
Don't
quickly
paint your
leftists
fucking
go from
nails,
believe all women to
men.
pics or it didn't happen.
Hell,
The
even
vast
women. Why
majority
you
of
painting your
people, if not
nails?
all who were raped were murdered on the spot, obviously.
Gam Goldstein Almog
You're
was
you.
kidnapped from
A
her
bunch of
home
shit
on
is not gonna
October 7th
fucking
by Hamas terrorists
change
and was
that
held
fact.
captive for 51 days.
It
Though
doesn't.
only 17 years old, she witnessed the murder of her father and sister on that day, and is now speaking
weird.
out about what she witnessed in Gaza as well in a new documentary.
Why
by
you
Sheryl
lying?
Sandberg,
That's not what you look like.
Before Silence. In new footage, Agam reveals that sexual assault and rape was a regular
Welcome back,
component
man.
of the life as a hostage in Gaza.
doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7.
Hassan,
I'm gonna see if I can break your records.
Please, go right ahead.
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7.
There are dozens of testimonies from witnesses, most of who were in hiding and heard or saw it happen. And each week there's more stories coming out. There's a UN report that concludes it happened.
Doesn't matter.
But Hassan needs a rape kit from a mutilated body. It's so vile to deny the suffering and trauma of the
I'ma
victims
show
just
you
because
it's
need
not
your
that
heroes
bad.
at Hamas to be perfect. This conflict will never end until people realize that Palestinian liberation and Israeli security are not mutually exclusive. You need both, and it can be done, but not while people like Hassan lie, propagandize, and incite hate. It's people like him, ironically, that prolong the conflict indefinitely. There's no space for conversation, there's no space for rational thought, there's no space for nuance. My position on Palestine is like 5 degrees off from where Hassan is. And to him and his community, I'm the devil. I'm a Nazi. It's delusional thinking, and it's destructive to their own cause.
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7. Like, that doesn't change the dynamic for even this much. God forbid we throw up the fucking green Hamas banner. What is
And now let's move on to our next terrorist organization, Twitch TV.
Same.
Sinwar,
Same.
Nasrallah, Dan Clancy.
It's like one of the worst human beings I've ever encountered in my life.
Twitch, a terrorist organization.
And that's saying a lot.
It's also a megaphone for terrorist propaganda. Dan Clancy has been the CEO for a few years, and under his leadership, there's been a few notable instances. One being reducing the premium subscription split from 70-30 to 50-50, which he reversed after Backlash. He also attempted to ban the size of sponsored logos on stream to 3% of the size of the screen, was also reversed after Backlash. So he's essentially achieved nothing. Oh, well, there is one thing. He actually laid off 900 employees.
No, we were just playing on our solo characters.
Well, here's where the trouble
I'm just fucking around. I only have like 3 hours now.
Let me read you an excerpt from a recent interview Dan did. Not a gamer himself, Clancy mostly watches musicians or talk shows on Twitch.
Big day tomorrow.
Particularly enjoys
Big 2 weeks
leftist
from
political
tomorrow.
commentator Hassan Piker. I like the frankness and the bluntness. He's comfortable saying whatever he believes. Don't you think that might be part of the problem there, Danny boy?
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7th.
Yeah, it's
By
pretty chill, I'd say.
speaking what he believes.
Oh,
he should be on
like
Rumble
that,
with the
yeah.
Other fringe or radical political streamers, but
Yeah,
no, not under Dan Clancy's watch.
Keep it. I can't. I don't need it. I need to be top form in the next 2 weeks.
And if you still have doubts, let this settle them out. Just for clarity, Dan Clancy is the one filming and singing in this video.
Happy birthday to you.
What the fuck?
Happy birthday to you.
Bro, we're never beating the Hassan Runs Twitch allegations after this. This is crazy. Oh my god.
Happy birthday, dear Hassan.
This is crazy.
Happy birthday to you.
I'm cooked. I'm cooked.
Happy birthday from Twitch, Hassan. Happy birthday from Twitch.
I've been looking around and I genuinely have never seen another video like this anywhere, where Dan Clancy or any top executive forced all these poor sons of bitches during their lunch break to gather around in the crew room and sing happy birthday for Hassan Piker. How humiliating is that? There's also a small issue of Dan being a total creep.
Want to explore clips?
That's very nice.
And now you have a clips feed. Okay?
it's all goon stuff,
Suppose
dude.
you want to check out
Look
the
at all of this
stories
shit, bro.
To see what you missed yesterday. You click there,
That's CEO, bro.
and now you're in your stories feed.
Unbelievable.
Okay?
Okay.
And they wonder why these sites going in hell.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's also.
You ain't the CEO of Twitch, are you?
Okay? Okay? Suppose you want to check out the stories to see what you missed yesterday. You click there. And now you're in your stories.
Look at this shit, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
That's very nice. That's also
How is this creeper the fucking CEO, dude? What the hell,
Dan,
bro?
I would have let this creep narrative go. If it didn't happen twice, roll it.
You want to see clips? Click this way and now you see clips.
Even the other guy's like, oh fuck.
First of all, it's gross enough you're a creep, but what an incompetent idiot you are. You're the CEO of Twitch and you get caught with the fucking... You get caught with the girlies on your homepage twice? Bro, come on, dude. You got wife, man. Got daughters. We don't need to know about this. Don't want that in my head, bro. It's also a little bit disturbing considering, you know, he's these people's bosses.
Okay?
All right, so he's incompetent. He's a creep. He's protecting terrorist propagandists. So what's up? So what's the big deal with Dan Clancy? Well, what happened next
This is
what
so
really
creepy.
made me realize how corrupted and rotten Twitch is to the very core of the organization. First, let me introduce you to Frogan.
Why don't you go take a trip to Home Depot and buy some rope?
She's one of Hassan's main moderators. She's leading great discourse like Ethan's Islamophobic for saying, don't kill civilians.
She has zero talent. She has 100 concurrent viewers, but somehow she's always on the homepage. She's winning awards. Nobody's watching her. Nobody
God damn,
cares.
she's
Why
fat.
is
I didn't realize she was that huge. Jesus.
It's important for me to show you guys what an actual horrible person Frogan is, so that you can see who Twitch is elevating. So let's start with this clip. Ludwig, a large streamer on Twitch, donated $10,000 to the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. That's a wonderful thing to do, right? No, not good enough for Frogan.
I find ultimately, like, if I were to do a charity thing where the charity thing relies on your donations, it should be something where, like, 95% of people feel good and are down for it. And, like, ultimately, regardless of what you think,
Dude,
that is not
they
the
really
situation
did.
here.
Like, it's holy shit,
So I
bro.
personally donated 10K. Because I think it is worthwhile. And if you guys got some extra bread, I would recommend you donate. But I won't throw it on you, you know what I mean? No thanks. Some people are gonna say that, you know what I mean? That's why it's the
This is a cracker cake.
difference between, like, hey, I can put my money where my mouth is, but I don't need to put your money there. I don't need to enter a fucking debate about whether that's
Cracker-ass
worthwhile.
cake. I know Arabs are dying, but you know, I'm not gonna tell you to donate. Do whatever you want. Me, I donated $10,000, but I'm not gonna promote it. Just don't say you donated $10,000. Look, if you're not actively believing, if you don't believe in the cause, and if you're not against genocide at this point, like,
The cause.
keep your fucking money. Keep your $10,000.
I doubt this bitch even knows what the cause is.
Keep your little chump change. Like, what do you want? Do you want me to say, like, congratulations?
Imagine being Frogan, a leftist living in LA in comfort, begging for her rent money on stream, and telling displaced and famished Palestinian children, "Okay, you need to give that 10,000 back. Ludwig didn't pass my purity test."
Keep your fucking money.
But wait, there's more.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Who fucking who? I hope you get PTSD. Like, oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America.
This clip obviously made the rounds on social
Yeah, I know.
media and rightfully outraged.
It's the devil in
people.
disguise.
Here's how
Oh, yes,
responded
she
the
is.
next day.
I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America.
In a really, really big disguise. Tiny, but very wide.
And they posted it in my head. I'm like, oh.
Also really, really
base?
dumb. Which you can tell from just the face alone, but, you know.
Base? Like, am I supposed to be like, I'm not walking back on it. I still fucking agree with it. Base?
Smugly finds Frogan is showing
No, that's
her
what we're
because
hoping.
she knows
Right?
that
Keep
Twitch
eating.
will do
You're doing a
nothing
great
to
job.
moderate her, despite veterans being classified as a protected group in Twitch's own community guidelines. But wait, there's more.
Okay. 6250. 9/11 baking stream with Raf and Capri. If we get to
I looked at
the goal
survival
by
statistics and I have decided I'm now in favor of fat positivity.
Raf and I will make the Twin Towers out of a stacked cake. And we'll make it air.
Too much? It's a joke, guys. It's a joke. Stop eating, you're gonna die.
This tweet was the final straw for me. You'll notice the date is October 7th, 2023, the morning of the massacre, at 5:30 a.m. Pacific time.
At this moment, Hamas militants had infiltrated a music festival and several kibbutzim, where they began their wanton slaying of civilians. Here's what she tweeted.
Leftists preach and foam at the mouth at the thought of a revolution happening in America. And as soon as it happens in the Middle East, what they're doing is wrong. It's not what she said, it's when she said it. While she's on Twitter celebrating, I was listening to the local news in Israel. Families were calling into news stations begging for help. Let me show you what I mean.
איפה אתם? יואו, ממי, צריכים מיקום.
לכיוון שלכם עכשיו, צריכים מיקום, צריכים מיקום, צריכים מיקום. צריכים מיקום! אני בא, מאמי, צריכים מיקום, אלוהים.
The morning of October 7th, Israelis were listening to calls like this all morning long, dozens of them. Imagine reading this tweet after listening to this. This woman should have moved on years ago to another profession, but for some reason Twitch is obsessed with keeping her on life support. And instead of moderating her,
Right?
they actually
That's-
gave her an award.
I'm 99% positive that's like the last 5 seconds of her life we just listened to.
Award, Together for Legendary Woman, in which she would get front page placement all year long.
This is actually my favorite detail
Twitch
about Frogan.
condones this, by the way, right? Like, they do nothing. They do nothing. This piece of trash, subhuman filth, listens and plays. There is propaganda on stream. Nothing happens. Not a damn thing.
She won a Rising Star Award at the Streamer Award, an award show put on by her friends. And then the next year, guys, she gets nominated for Rising Star again. Are they fucking with her? You can't be Rising Star twice. It's up or it's down, man. In fact, you were never up. That was the problem. They tried to pretend like you were up, but you were always down. Rising Star twice. What's this, fucking Mario Kart? You hit a boost up there or some shit? Because
funny.
Frogan is the 2-time Rising Star champ, and because of her massive viewership of 100 concurrent viewers, it only makes sense that Twitch would give her one of the main stages at TwitchCon to do a 45-minute long segment. Her idea that was Twitch approved, an Arab to Jew racial tier list. So the premise is who can say Habibi, an Arabic word of affection like baby or sweetheart. And this tier list.
For 2 hours? What can we do for 2 hours?
Quests?
Yeah, like 2. No, that's more like I can play tomorrow a bit longer, but I do have like exams that are coming up, so I'm gonna have to like scale it back a little.
Alright.
I really need to pass these ones. They're like the actual final exams.
List determines who can
think
say
I'm
it.
gonna take a
Top
break
and
then.
most desirable.
All right,
Yeah. Alright, see you tomorrow.
you.
And good luck on your...
Yeah, thanks. I'll need it. I mean, I'm confident. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Tier is Arab. And at the bottom, the worst one is, quote, loves Sabra. Now, why does Love Sabra equate to Jews? Sabra is a well-known Israeli company that makes hummus. They've been on the divestment list for many, many years, so the activists are well aware of their status. Oh yeah, and Sabra literally means a Jew that was born in Israel.
It also plays up an anti-Semitic trope that denies Jewish identity in the Middle East. There's this idea that Israelis are all white colonizers who are stealing the culture and identity of Arabs to make it seem like they belong there. Watch Frogan and her co-hosts accuse Israelis of culturally appropriating Arab culture.
The one thing that's like funny is that there's 2 types of like genocide, right? There's like genocide of real people, and then there's like cultural genocide, right? Like this is fucking funny. Those motherfuckers trying to take hummus and say it's Israeli is the most insane thing to me.
Dude, the fact that they have the audacity to create Sabra and make that like the staple hummus of America, insane.
It's super offensive to us. And like that's actual like cultural appropriation. Like people get mad when someone has like dreadlocks and they call that culture. I'm like, come on, it's just like a hairdo. Like it's okay. People like white people are allowed to have dreadlocks if they want dreadlocks. But like actually trying to claim our food, our desserts.
Just one question for you guys.
Who the fuck do you think is making the hummus in Israel? Martha Stewart? No, it's the same fucking Arabic-speaking Jews that you kicked out in the 1950s. Yes, they also like hummus, and they like all the same shit you do. Because they are you. They're from your country. You kicked them all out, and now you're accusing them of stealing your culture. You want to talk about cultural genocide? Well, here it is. You racist piece of shit.
Those motherfuckers trying to take hummus and say it's Israeli is the most insane thing to me.
Hey, scumbag, here's a hummus place we used to eat at. The chef is from Yemen. Here's another dude from Syria. Does this dude look like a white colonizer to you? Would you like to tell him he's stealing your culture? Well, this is what most Israelis look like.
Dude, the fact that they have the audacity to create Sabra.
This is casual bigotry being passed around like a leftist talking point. It's exactly why people are saying that anti-Semitism is coming mostly from the left. And yes, I know this dipshit is also Jewish. Incredible. He picked up so many tokens, he actually became one. And by the way, everybody on this panel is looking pretty fucking white themselves. So bearing all of this in mind, it's really not a stretch to say that the Love Sabra bracket is a dog whistle for Israelis or Jews.
The next person is one of my favorite people, Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one. That's good. All right. Turn that up. Turn giraffes.
We all know where this is going.
You guys are missing a category for Zionist. That was a joke. That was just a joke in my.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. Well, obviously it's Love Sabra, right?
Yeah, it has to
That's
be.
easy. That's definitely Love Sabra.
She apparently consulted with the head of the KKK, and he told her more subtle. So if it wasn't obvious enough, they pulled me, one of the best-known Jewish creators, and immediately put me in Sabra. Hassan, by the way, who's Turkish, not Arab, is Arab. That's the good one. That's the good one. The Arab ethnicity is S tier. Then Denham's jokes that we don't have a category low enough for Zionists. Once again, calling out my Jewish identity.
Dude, where's the? You guys are missing a category for Zionist.
And if it isn't about being Jewish,
why would they put Ben Shapiro in the thumbnail?
One of the other most prominent Jews on YouTube, in the category next to me, when he's not even featured in the game. Who's next down there? Anne Frank? Einstein? Seth Rogen? Schindler? Well, he wasn't Jewish, but they would put him down there, let's be real.
It also doesn't help their case that both my wife and Ben Shapiro's wife were born in Israel, which would make them Sabras. So Love Sabra, literally in this case, means Jew lover. That sounds pretty racist. And what about the title? How Arab are these Twitch streamers? Hold on a minute. I thought this was about hummus. You know, I'm tired of these people gaslighting me. Haven't the Jews been gassed enough? So you're telling me you understand what a microaggression is, but you can't understand why a Jewish man might be uncomfortable with this. I feel like this is indefensible, blatant, obvious anti-Semitism, and this was greenlit by Twitch to appear on their main stage. How is that even possible? Right in front of their sponsors too, Chevron, Capcom, and Samsung. This racial tier list was brought to you by our sponsors, Chevron, Capcom, and Samsung. This is an example of Twitch management elevating a racist nobody like Frogan at the detriment of their own company's well-being. Why?
After the predictable controversy this caused, Dan Clancy, the CEO, went live for the first time after 2 weeks and did an FAQ.
It's exciting to be here. Mary, thanks for having me. It's always a joy to do this with you.
Where are these Talons?
And
Blaze
what
Riders at? What the fuck? They're all gone.
And
haven't seen one in like 30 minutes.
Questions.
Let's take a look at some of the questions they got. This person asked, do you plan on addressing the anti-Semitism problem? Dan's response, permanent ban. Why do you not ban streamers that show terrorist propaganda on your website? Good question. Permanent ban. Do you care to comment about the ADL and anti-Semitism on Twitch? Ban.
Why the fuck is the CEO banning people for asking reasonable questions about a relevant controversy?
I was looking for the
they've
wrong
been in?
things.
What the fuck is this? These are not even written like in a mean way. You are banned, just like the entire country of Israel. It had just been discovered at the same time as this Arab tier list that Twitch had secretly, without announcing it anywhere, banned the entire country of Israel from creating new accounts. This was enacted right after October 7th, and it continued on for a year. And if you're wondering how you didn't hear about it before, it's not because the Israelis weren't talking. Here's the top Israeli streamer's video about it.
Which is entitled, Twitch does not want Jews on their platform. He explains that they slowly started to realize no accounts could be made, and him and his fellow Israeli streamers were causing a lot of noise to get noticed. But Twitch completely ignored them for 5 months. When he created a support ticket with Twitch, it was straight up deleted with zero explanation. Around the end of the year, when people started talking about anti-Semitism on Twitch, Dan Saltman discovered the Israel ban when he was sent the code proving the block happened, presumably from someone who works at Twitch, and it could no longer be ignored. Israeli and American media started to pick up the story, which finally forced Twitch to respond. He also explains the block started on October 13th, which happens to be Global Jihad Day, when Islamic terrorists call on others globally to act, which he thinks is an odd coincidence. They were never notified in any way, and it greatly affected their business. He says he doesn't feel safe with Dan Clancy in power, as he feels he can no longer trust him.
When Israelis try to sign up, it gives you a generic error message. It doesn't say anything to suggest that you're ineligible because you're in Israel. So, when one of these guys wrote to Twitch customer service, this is what they said. I am really sorry that you are having issues creating an account. We have reviewed your case thoroughly and can confirm that, unfortunately, you are not eligible to create a Twitch account. As a result, we will be closing your case at this time.
Under the new increased scrutiny, Dan Clancy panicked and posted 2 terrible explanations on Twitter that were immediately community noted.
How can Twitch say on one hand that they've reviewed the case thoroughly, and then on the other hand say it was an accident and they didn't know? This is all very fishy.
A big media company like Twitch doesn't realize that their new account signups from
This guy
Israel
really needs
has
to get fired.
completely flatlined. You're telling me
I
that
need
you
to know
guys
balls.
didn't notice that.
This
That's
one I need.
impossible. Then, at the same time, it was announced that Sneeko, Fresh and Fit, and the little Houthi twink terrorists were all unbanned and they could stream again on Twitch. This is like the holy trinity of anti-Semitism.
So guys, yeah, we're back on Twitch. Welcome. I know we had gotten banned or whatever, or we got suspended, but I went ahead and appealed it, and we're back in the house, man. So for all the haters out there that were like, you know, oh yeah, they got banned on Twitch. Hey, be mad. Be mad, guys, because we are back in the house.
They were banned again, like a day later.
They did stop that. An hour later, all 3 of the accounts were eventually rebanned. But the decision to unban those 3 creators at that exact time, and being 3 of the best-known anti-Semites on the internet, seems to clearly be trying to send a message.
And then it was discovered that Twitch's head of policy and community guidelines was previously fired from her job publicly by the British government. Why? She does not like the Jews.
That's right. Their head of trust and safety was previously suspended from her job at Ofcom for being too anti-Zionist. And guess where her very next job was at? That's right, Twitch TV.
Apparently she was posting pro-Hamas tweets only mere days after October 7th happened.
That's so interesting. It sounds just like someone else we know. It's almost like supporting terrorists is institutional. Hell, it might even be a prerequisite. Take a look at this tweet from Twitch's senior manager of inclusive marketing, Bridget Sherman, on October 12th. People are posting screenshots of them donating to Israel relief funds. Shake my head, y'all are truly rooting for the oppressor. Read a damn book. This tweet was made only 5 days after the October 7th massacre. The donations she's criticizing would go to families like this, if they were still alive. This entire family was murdered in cold blood by Hamas terrorists on October 7th. Bridget, who did these little girls oppress? How can you act so high and mighty for your cause and be so callous and inhuman for the innocents on the other side? This statement was made by the senior manager for inclusive marketing. Is that some kind of joke? Is this what inclusion looks like at Twitch?
back.
Is it really crazy at this point, after all this, to say that Twitch has an anti-Semitism problem? I think it would be harder at this point to argue the opposite.
Oh, Bridget, one more thing. Sorry, I forgot. Can you tell me the answer to this riddle? What's the difference between a Boy Scout and a Jewish kid? I'm standing by. Let us know. And yes, it's true. I should point out this tweet is from 2011. This one, however, is from 22. Sarah Silverman tweeted out, Kanye threatened the Jews yesterday on Twitter and it's not even trending. Why do mostly only Jews speak up against Jewish hate? The science is so loud. Bridget said, this was the energy I was around when I worked with 2 Jewish women in social impact, who were both senior to me. She's trying to make Sarah Silverman seem like some kind of Jewish Karen for caring about anti-Semitism. I wouldn't really care about any of this if she wasn't the head of fucking diversity at Twitch. What the fuck is happening here? This is insane.
So with people like her deciding what is and isn't okay on Twitch, there's no surprise that you end up with these extraordinarily uneven enforcements of the rules.
Take, for example, this clip of the streamer Destiny, who was permanently banned for what he said here.
That community is never worth engaging with. There's just no point in doing it. Like, it's too, the risk of me, like, ending up getting, like, permabanned and my life destroyed because of these, like, inbred fucking disgusting losers is, like, it's just not worth it. It's just totally not worth it.
And okay, you know, fair enough. If you're going to be consistent with the enforcement, then, you know, let's have a friendly place, a safe environment. It's calling the minority group inbred, which results in a permanent ban. Okay. Okay, has anyone else done that?
The Jewish KKK brigades out there, just a bunch of fucking inbred hicks. Imagine the most inbred white supremacist guy you can imagine, okay? Every week there was another fucking psychopathic settler, inbred fucking douchebag. These inbred fucking douchebags in the background.
Killed him quickly. Nice.
A nation entirely comprised of messianic, inbred, ultra-orthodox psychopaths that these inbred don't understand. Educated, inbred, fundamentalist hicks.
Calling us in the middle of campus, calling us inbred, that we have no culture. One of them grabbed my friend's Israeli flag in the middle of campus, carried it to a mob by the gate that were communicating with the angry mobs outside of campus.
Untrained, inbred asses shipped into southern Lebanon, telling us that we are all inbred and that we have no culture.
You want to see clips?
Inbred, 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 inbred.
The clips are, and that's not necessarily the algorithm.
Hassan, a non-Jewish person, is referring to Jews as inbred consistently throughout his career.
Inbred, ultra-orthodox psychopaths.
Zero punishment. Hassan interviewing a Houthi pirate.
The Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell him that.
Zero punishment. Hassan watching terrorist propaganda with zero critical commentary.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. Are you being serious?
Zero punishment. Hassan threatening a sitting congressperson. This one actually blew my mind. When I saw he tweeted that, I said, he's done after this for sure. For sure he is.
For those that may not recognize this weapon, I'll explain. Shinzo Abe is a former Japanese prime minister. He served from 2012 to 2020. He was assassinated in July of 22 in a stunning fashion that left the Japanese public horrified. He was killed with a makeshift weapon that the shooter had built himself at home. So when Hassan saw this tweet that he didn't like, he posted his schematics in what can only be presumed as an invitation to someone in his fan base to build this weapon and then assassinate this sitting congressperson, who wrote a tweet he did not like. I genuinely do not know how he didn't land himself in prison for making terroristic threats.
Zero punishment.
Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist blood.
And this isn't just a Hassan problem. It underscores a disturbing trend among leftists on Twitch. The problem is, if you can believe it, these people are frequently making death threats and facing zero consequence. I know it sounds far-fetched, but I assure you it's very real.
Listen, I'll up the number, okay? 30K to anyone who'll make this dipshit disappear.
Bro, that Destiny guy needs to get Not gonna fucking lie.
It would just be so easy to just, it would solve all of our problems. Like, we would have socialism now at this point, right? We would have socialism at this point if someone just went out of their way and it would be so easy.
Thing that happens, I mean, like, holy shit, guys. If you live in Florida, I have an opportunity for you. If you want to earn $100,000, let me know.
Actually, Mike from PA, the dude that's stuck in the before image of a transformation story, did receive a 3-day ban.
This man put a bounty on a fellow streamer's head. This man should not be getting a 3-day suspension. He should be getting a knock on his door from the FBI.
I made this video for 2 reasons. First, to stop Hassan infiltrating mainstream media. Hassan has been welcomed by many mainstream outlets. They view
It's
him
crazy
as a
what he
friendly
gets away
social
with.
Democrat, as someone who's just trying to spread progressive politics online to an important demographic. But we know that's not true. He is not their friend or their ally. If you ever see Hassan rubbing shoulders with anyone from mainstream media, let them know politely, with all the civility in the world, what kind of person he is when he thinks mainstream media isn't watching. Help them understand that his name should be associated with people like Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones, other fringe, radical, political commentators. Number 2, Twitch must be held accountable. Twitch has proven that it will not change by choice, and so it is our moral imperative to enact that change through any reasonable means that we can. Samsung, Chevron, and Capcom. Twitch has given them a lasting association with a racial tier list with Arabs at the top and Jews at the bottom. These brands have every right to know, and they should. We all recall YouTube's adpocalypse. It happened when ads were running over ISIS recruitment videos, and it caused a brand exodus. The same thing is happening now on Twitch, but instead of ISIS, it's the Houthis, Hamas, and Hezbollah. Dan Clancy's refusal to moderate extremists is the only reason for any of this. He is the sole person to blame. He had so many opportunities to stop this. Ultimately, after dedicating months of my life to creating this video, I am left with one overwhelming conclusion. Fuck this dude.
That's a pretty good video, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah.
Well met.
Yeah, I have to defend my project tomorrow. I'm nervous as shit. I'm not gonna lie. First exam Thursday, then again another one Tuesday, and then Wednesday. Ugh. It's gonna be a rough 2 weeks. Can't help but notice I haven't found a bag yet. Again. Hassan, of course, doesn't want to watch that video, by the way. Swear they get constantly. Joe invited him yesterday. He was questing with him. Indeed. It's like I told everyone can invite, but just don't expect us to run guild events or something, right? It's just for chilling. Social.
Saw this part alone.
Somebody's on me.
I don't know where.
Go in peace.
Somebody's on me. Let's watch a little bit more.
I'm in like the backside of cafeteria, like the hall that goes back behind there. If you go down straight the Hall of Red, you know that area that's behind, you will shit on him. I'm telling you, you will shit on him.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Don't tell me you already went in the room, dude.
Yeah, bro. What do you mean? Why are you mad at me about that?
Cause there's a guy on me.
How do you know there's a guy on you, man? Let's
What
watch
brings you here? Promise. I'll be there for daddy.
Ancestors.
And you're
watch
better than
over
me,
you.
dude. Why are you bitching and complaining? You're better than me.
I see him.
How's that? So shoot him. Can he see me if I walk out red?
He's dead.
See, dude, you're.
Like, okay, passaging was like literally going to this guy, which is a bit odd. Let's watch a little bit more and let's see if I can actually hear this guy. Like the streamer says somebody's on me. Let's hear if we can hear anything. It might be stream compression, but yeah.
Hey, by the way, make
Give me a second. Do I have a...
sure your gun's on full auto.
Peace, friend.
Somebody's on me.
I hear not a single thing. And he says somebody's on me. Highly doubt he heard anything. So that's like one quite sus part. I would say it can be a radar, but it can be luck, right? It can be luck. Let's watch more, I guess.
I don't know where you're
I'm in
at.
like the backside of cafeteria, like the hall that goes back behind there. If you go down straight the Hall of Red, you know that area that's behind, you shit on him. I'm telling you, you.
Whoops.
He's directly explaining the other guy to how to on him. Like, we didn't hear a single sound, but he coaching the other guy to actually like drop the guy from a certain angle. Yeah, I think that is really weird.
Walk with the
Don't
earth.
tell me you already went in the key room, dude.
Yeah, bro.
Well met.
What do you mean? Why are you mad at me about that?
Cause there's a guy on me.
Dude, I will get you. Promise. I'll be there for daddy. And you're better than me, dude. Why are you bitching and complaining? You're better than me. The fuck?
I see.
And I gotta feel like the streamer's friend doesn't know he's a cheater, or I don't know. Let's watch more. I'm being biased again. I gotta
So
think a little
shoot
bit more objective.
Oh,
Can you
I
see me
mean.
if I walk out red?
See, his friend has no clue what's happening.
He's dead.
See, dude, you're better than him. I fucking told you that. That's
Is
you,
it-
right?
Yeah, please tell me that's you running up on me.
Yeah.
What did this guy have, dude?
Oh, this is where he was?
Yes.
Oh my god, he's a killer, dude. Oh my gosh. You gonna take his bag? I'm taking his bag.
I can't. I already have the same bag.
I don't.
Someone just got shit on.
Hail.
There's a line in here. You can take it.
Okay. Really wanted to loot these crates. I get a lot of good stuff from here though. PS12B. You want some PS12B?
But I'm not gonna lie.
Bro,
the-
after
the
you guys
friend
left-
sounds like actual legitimate dude.
I played
he's
SPT a
looting the
little.
box and saying that, hey,
I
sometimes
played on
sometimes
reserve.
good
How the
things
fuck
pop
do you
up on
leave
these
that
crates.
fucking map?
Like those are like normal.
I was like literally stuck on it.
gamers.
I couldn't
Like,
leave the map.
seriously. But this
For
this
one thing, my
streamer guy
backpack
is
was
just
too
straight up
big.
going
For the other thing, I need like
I mean,
rope
he
and
can be a
rappel
skilled
gear. Like what the
player,
fuck?
but,
I just
like,
want to
he's
leave the
straight up
fucking
going for the
place.
big
What the
coins,
fuck is
he's
this
straight
shit?
up going for the more valuable stuff, which is fine, I guess.
It's fucking dumb.
B.
No, it's all you.
It's the best round you can get for it.
No, brother, that's all you.
Bro, why is he looting a cabinet? Let's see.
I think that gun was expensive. I'm not sure. Ready? I gotta get my.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. Like I don't know why he's looting cabinets in red. I mean.
Why do I need to
you
jump
can
through
do that.
hoops to get out of the fucking map?
I'm
Can I
saying
not
this
walk
is
out of the
super big
fucking
deal,
gates?
but,
It's so
like, and
dumb.
it didn't show anything good because as far as I know now.
Oh, no, it
the
runs.
radar cameras can't see the loose inside the container. I'm not saying this guy's a cheater, but anyways.
My
cat.
You said.
My cat.
Yeah, dude, this is my pussy. What do you mean? My pussy. Damn, you didn't take the hybrid ammo in here?
I didn't see it.
Okay.
Which way did you go?
Common spot.
Towards yellow? Are you in dock? Yeah.
Oof.
Did you just break glass?
What was that? I mean, I think that just looks like he just like hit his keyboard with his mouse. No, he told his friend to pick up the lion, and he ditches his friend a lot, which is fine, I guess. He needs to look for a parrot. He said that. Yeah, it looks like a desktop.
No, I didn't.
So that's not you.
No, that is not me.
Yeah, yellow's open. I'm in yellow.
I am a walking, talking buff dispensary.
Shot by player.
Grenade.
Dodo will love
I
me.
just watched that.
What? Grenade? You can see the grenade? What? Give me a sec. What? Let me see, actually. Can we actually see it? He said grenade before he heard it, so I was like that bit confused. I don't see no grenade. Let's see where it explodes, I guess.
I just watched that shit fly.
What? It exploded below, right? I'm not sure where the sound is coming from, the grenade.
Charging.
Shot by player.
Grenade? What? Is it weird? It's the streamer saying it. Far hallway? That's blatant.
I just watched that shit fly.
He says grenade before he even hears it.
Shot by player.
Grenade. I just watched.
That is so weird in my opinion. Yeah, he says he watched it.
Watch that shit fly.
I just watched this shit fly, and it sounds like it's like under this ground, like here, you know, right below the windows. It sounds like that, in my opinion, and then it even breaks some windows. Yeah, I don't think he actually watched it, right? Sorry, guys. Let me watch it one more time.
Shot by player.
Grenade! I just watched that shit fly.
Yeah, I doubt he actually saw that. That is, in my opinion, like walls level thing. Literally, the streamer literally says I watched that or something like that. Even if you can't see, it might be a stream. That's like the people always love to say. But let's watch more, I guess.
Somebody's dead in here.
Where are you?
In the other office.
Did he peek while getting in here? Oh, I guess he does peek, yeah.
Somebody's dead in here.
Where are you?
In the other office.
He was under yellow type shit.
But there's literally a sound right next to you. Why are you aiming there? Oh, now he aims. What is he doing? Why is he doing that? Why did he just do that? I mean, it can be anything, but it kind of looks like a wiggle to send a sign.
He was under yellow type shit.
Inventory is full.
Why is he doing that?
Make some noise on yellow. I'm pretty sure I can kill this guy.
No, I'm flanking him.
I don't know. It might be just a wriggle to see something, I guess. I don't know. It might be his habit. It can be just his habit. A bit weird, but whatever.
He's right on the double doors, by the way. If you're going around, he's on the double doors.
I can't carry.
He's talking about right here, right? It did sound like there.
Like right on the double doors. On a parking garage. And there's do not peek long because there's a guy that's right here.
Why is he so into that side?
He just turned around. I almost had a clear shot on him.
What is this guy f***ing saying, man? This is Wall. What is this guy f***ing saying? There's a dude right there. There's a dude right there. He doesn't focus on that guy at all, but he keeps talking about a guy all the way there, which he has no clue why there would be a human there. He keeps saying there's someone there. I just had a clean shot or whatever. I think he's using walls. You did not have a single clean shot on that guy. He keeps aiming there. Like,
He knows you're there.
what?
He just turned around. I almost had a clear shot on him.
What the fuck is... I think he's walls. He's Waller. It's been 13 minutes. I think he's a Waller. It's too much. Let's watch more though. It's too much in my opinion to be like trying to be objective about this. But let's watch more. And like this is also so weird. What is that shot? I mean, whatever. I guess he can shoot like that.
They're focused on me now. I just hit the head of my guy. I don't have any grenades, dude. If I had grenades, he'd be dead.
Alright, well, keep making noise because I am right behind them. So please keep making noise on them.
He ran back to the far area.
Well, that's where I'm at.
So yeah, this guy has no clue. It was kind of obvious that the dude can see. Whoever he was keeps saying that there's a dude on the other side. But if he goes close to that window on the left, it's very likely the guy will see him.
It's
So
crazy that
that
people like
guy-
this closet cheat when it's so obvious, right?
Like,
Like,
I-
where the fuck? You just
Bro,
turned
he
around.
knows
What do you
you're
mean?
there? What does that mean? Oh my god. I think it's 100% Wallen. The more and more I watch. How do you know
know.
he
I
knows
just
you're
realized.
there, man?
Ooh.
Man.
Sorry.
Come on.
There, now you can see there's
it
nobody.
almost sounds like he saw it through the walls and then the guy starts to react to his teammate. So that's why he says he knows you're there. Let's watch it.
Just
again.
do not peek long because
This guy doesn't see anything on the game screen.
there's a guy that's right here. He knows you're there.
No way you saw anyone there. No way he saw anyone there. Literally the scope and everything is blocking his sight. This window bottom part and his scope, everything is blocking that side, but he says, he knows you're there.
Do not peek long because there's a guy that's right here.
See, you can't see anything, but he's aiming at something. He's aiming at something.
He knows you're there.
There's nothing to be seen, not a single thing, but he says he knows you're there.
Health warning.
Was there a hallway inside this way, guys? I don't exactly remember. There's a door here, I know that, but anyways.
He just turned around. I almost had a clear.
And he says he just turned around. I almost has a clear effing shot. I'm like, my head is blown. One last time. Let's watch.
He knows you're there. He just turned around. I almost had a clear shot on him.
Bro, what? If it's not like imaginary talking, he's clearly having walls, in my opinion. But the problem is, if I upload a video like this, people will be like, "Very basket," but I don't see him popping his cheese right on the screen. I must say that I'm a very predictable player. I predict stuff. I'm Nostradamus. I say that all the time whenever I play with my Discord friends. So I'm gonna watch a little bit more, like a couple more raids. And this Mekdom makes me think this guy is actually like 100-hour player. He's not even 100-hour player.
Inventory is full.
Actually, it's over 100-hour player. Like this Mekdom is so weird in my opinion. I mean, it can be done, I guess.
They're focused on me now. I just hit the fuck out of my guy. I don't have any grenades. Dude.
Want to
If I had
buy
grenades,
bags?
Walls, ESP, yeah.
Alright, well, keep making noise, because I am right behind them, so please keep making noise on them.
He ran back to the far fucking area.
That's right.
So now some people might say, Barry Basket, if he was a cheater, he would have known that. But guys, even though somebody has an ESP, even though somebody has radar, it doesn't mean he becomes like a god skilled player. Even with the radar literally beeping right next to you, even with the ESP, if he doesn't look at that side, especially on ESP or walling, he can't see or he can miss the guy on the left. Or if it was a radar, I think it's an ESP. It's more like a walls. I don't think it's radar. It's walls, and then he keeps saying he sees like a grenade. He sees a dude. He's on you to the player, to the teammate. I think he has walls. So because he was like not facing on the left, that's why he got shot from the left. I think. Why would he stay in the room? I don't know. Maybe he thought he was gonna be fine. Let's listen to what he says.
Didn't know he could see me there.
He didn't know he could see him there, bro.
Hold on, baby. Hold on, okay? Okay?
Usa.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'd be pissed as fuck too if I was a cheater and I
many?
still died.
There's two. One's in the far back of parking garage.
How bad can you be?
You just killed him?
Yeah.
279-hour player. Wait, what? Oh yeah,
Killed the close one.
I fucking died, fell to death in Undercity. The elevator claims another one.
Level 33 now?
Ripperoni.
Oh, we can see more detailed shit. Like, there's so many people who's like under like 300 or 200 hours and with like averagely good KD, like
Ready.
5 to 10 KD, and Labs only enjoyer and knows everything, and then uses the very good kit. That's the underrated, I guess. I know. It's already situationally, circumstantially really super weird. But people say, it can be just a good player who never played Tarkov but who has a good aim.
Radio's me $100. No, but hurry, go fast. Get that shit out of my way.
typical excuse on the 5K hour account is that they lost it, they got hacked, they got banned, falsely banned. There's multiple reasons, but in my experience, I mean, I suck at the game. That's why I never got banned, I guess. But I had like 7K hours and I never got banned.
Wins, God.
You fucking better.
Never lost my account.
Wins be at your back.
Wrong way,
What
big bro.
brings
Oh
you
wait, no.
What do you mean, big bro?
Never mind, I'm retarded.
See, this guy doesn't. The streamer doesn't even know. It sounds like they're going for the black key card. The streamer Labs Enjoyer doesn't even know.
I'm just gonna
he's at
stop here,
black.
guys.
The-
I'm not feeling it.
No,
I'm
it's
kind
only
of
on
nervous
these dual
for
folders
tomorrow.
Whenever I
So
check, the
just gonna chill. Oh, wish me luck, fellas. We'll see how it goes. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully happier. God damn it.